All right, man. We got us another video. This is when YouTubers destroy false allegations. Shout out the second channel. Make sure you subscribing and liking the video. Also comment so we can push these motherfuckers in the algorithm. But let's see.
From fighting Yahtzee accusations.
They literally said that the fact that I use Adolf Hitler and the fact that I use Nazi imagery, that's bad enough.
To being called a grapist.
This makes me sound like a monster.
Wait, who was calling PewDiePie? That's kind of crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, did he say some slurs? Oh, of course. We know that bridge incident. We know the bridge incident. That blonde with the headphones. We know that one, but Hitler's kind of crazy.
And if it did happen, I would be a monster. But this isn't how it happened. What did happen was...
Here are 8 YouTubers who had to fight off false accusations. Starting with YouTube street interviewer Jimmy Zhang, who in July 2024 would be accused by cosplayer Laurel of filming her and her girlfriend Anne without their consent. Despite Jimmy's reputation as one of the nicest and most respectful content creators on the platform, Laurel would accuse him of making inappropriate...
Okay, hey everyone, I've been pretty quiet last week because I've been processing a lot of heavy feelings towards something that was recently brought to my attention. It was something problematic that directly happened to me that I was unaware of. I've been trying to figure out the best way to approach the situation and ultimately felt the best course of action was to publicly say something about it and inform everyone of mine and others' negative interactions with this person. Their inappropriate behavior runs much deeper than just my experience, and I truly feel this person's actions need to be addressed and that this individual should be held accountable. So let's get into it.
Comments about her girlfriend's body.
A tall shorty with a fat O.
And then filming the couple despite both Laurel and Anne saying no multiple times, which he allegedly edited out. Many immediately condemned Jimmy. It's predatory, disrespectful, and downright disgusting. But on July 16th, 2024, the YouTuber would pull out the receipts.
I got canceled, but I got receipts. Hold
My
on.
type.
Tall woman with big ass. JJK.
That's his type. And plus it was a...
Oh. So what they heard wasn't even him talking. See? This is why you gotta keep receipts of everything, bruh. You gotta keep receipts of everything, bruh. Holy.
JJK quote. If anything, you could really say I was just paraphrasing a fictional quote.
But the most serious part was when Jimmy played the unedited footage for all to see.
So as long as it's nothing sexual or weird, absolutely ask away. Yeah. What's up, guys?
Where did they say no multiple times? And just how f***ed up it is to falsely accuse someone of doing such things that they didn't do.
Following this cold hard evidence, the public's perception immediately shifted. It takes one person lying to mess up an entire career, making Laura delete her original post and turn off comments on all socials in a desperate attempt to mitigate backlash. But while Jimmy luckily had video proof of his innocence,
that's some scummy ass shit.
The accusations are only going to get worse, like with PewDiePie, who got accused of being a Yahtzee sympathizer on February 14th, 2017. These accusations came after the king of YouTube jokingly paid 2 Indian guys to record a video with an anti-Semitic sign.
Subscribe to Keemstar.
I don't feel good. I don't feel too proud of this. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not anti-Semitic or whatever it's called. Okay, so don't get the wrong idea.
But while his audience believed he meant no harm, the Wall Street Journal didn't see things that way. And just
Wait. Oh, of course.
Audience believed he meant no harm. The Wall Street Journal
has recently included Nazi images.
Didn't see things that way. And just 2 days later, PewDiePie would upload his first video addressing the allegations.
So, Wall Street Journal, a well-known, respected news outlet, posted that I, during the past 6 months, have made 9 videos that have anti-Semitic messaging in it. They used even me pointing my arm like this. Technically, they can use this as evidence as well, because that's what they did. I'm not joking.
Wow.
The Wall Street Journal did this. It's the most absurd thing I have ever heard.
Despite PewDiePie pointing out how baseless the accusations were, the media would double down on their position, prompting a second grim video from the YouTuber a week later.
May I just say that if you're gonna call someone a hero to the Nazis, you may want to double check if that's true or not. Because afterwards, you can't go, lol, just kidding. But the way the Wall Street Journal defended this was that neo-Nazi websites were supporting me, calling it the #1 PewDiePie fan site, which I obviously had no idea about. Believe it or not, I don't go to neo-Nazi websites.
But upon visiting the website in question, PewDiePie would discover something that would finally make the media back down for good.
It turns out the neo-Nazi website have changed their mind. Right now, they are the #1 Wall Street Journal fan site.
Oh, wow.
Interesting. I don't believe.
Oh, so Wall Street Journal, are you a hero to the Nazis as well? I mean, that's how it goes, right? That's what you're saying, because they made a website saying they support PewDiePie. PewDiePie had no idea this was going on. So, but because they did it for you, that's the same thing, right? So go ahead and write that down on your list of achievements, man.
Wall Street Journal has made a statement condemning these websites. So they must be a Nazi supporting website now.
His point proven, PewDiePie would return to his normal content creation schedule, although the experience did leave its mark on the creator, permanently affecting his relationship with Disney and YouTube. However,
Wait, what?
Did leave its mark on the creator, permanently affecting his
Disney is severing ties with PewDiePie. Wow. Y'all are such fucking
relationship with Disney and YouTube. However, as bad as PewDiePie's false accusations were, they don't compare to the gaming YouTuber, SVB, who on August 11th, 2022, would get accused by Twitter user Nia of being a and child predator. This came as a massive shock to Overwatch's community, as the player was known to be quite vocal about women's mistreatment.
Female gamers are consistently the target of a specific set of attacks and comments, and each of them are their own form of malicious. I want to just start by spelling out what these are and why they're so alarming.
But in complete contrast to his behavior in front of his audience, Nia's post would tell a disturbing story of SVB, singling the
Hi, I don't even know how to start this, so fans of BMS, I'll include my interaction with SVB was about a year ago. I was playing for a team called Plaid Prodigies. Our manager booked some team coaching sessions with. During the first VOD, he focused on me a lot, consistently complimenting me, and I got a kill. At the time, it was a bit weird since it was meant to be a team VOD review, but I didn't think too much about it. I was the only girl in the team, and I also was using a selfie as my profile picture. Also, very importantly, I had my age in my Discord about me, which was 16 at the time, now 17.
The 16-year-old out in a team coaching session, complimenting her and then asking for a topless photo. Shortly rolled out in a team coaching session, complimenting her and then asking
do you think maybe
for a topless photo. Shortly after Nia's post, SVB would be made aware of the accusations against him on stream.
This is crazy, guys. This is actually crazy. It's crazy. People are faking screenshots about me. What did I ever do to anyone of this kind that they would... What? There's just no way.
However, despite the YouTuber denying the allegations, people would still be convinced of his guilt.
I'm watching person after person call me disgusting, a vile animal, a pig, someone that should be extricated from the Overwatch community, a vile aggressor. Watch my reputation be dragged through the mud, I think, would be an understatement.
The internet was about to burn SVB at the stake, but just 2 hours later, GG's everyone, this was all a fake and I am Nia. Just wanted to prove how easy it is to cancel someone and how cringe this community is. Nia would turn out to be a 14-year-old boy whose entire story was nothing but an elaborate lie, quickly changing public sentiment toward SVB.
Wow. What a crash out is an understatement. Is a fucking understatement. Oh my god. Bro.
Despite his name being ultimately cleared, the incident took a toll on SVB, and he would take a month-long break from his channel. However, while SVB's accuser confessed to lying, Quite would not get that luxury. On February 22nd, 2023, a trans man going by the name of Orion would accuse faceless YouTuber Quite of transphobia, gaslighting, and grape. These accusations shook the internet, sharply conflicting with Quite's reputation as an entertaining and authentic commentator.
I asked you guys what the lower half of my body should look like. I actually decided to just make it another hoodie for some of that good old symmetry.
In his post, Orion would explain that he and Quite had an extremely toxic friendship and on and off relationship since 2017, with Quite regularly gaslighting him and ultimately graping him in the backseat of his own car. This enraged a lot of people, prompting hashtag Quite as a grapist with tweets like, "Isn't it it ironic how the gay furry comes out as a rapist? Quite, enjoy your last few hours on this platform before you delete everything and run away from everything. However, just half a month later, White would address the accusations in a 90-minute video where he was forced to reveal his face against his wishes.
Damn.
This is my response to several allegations made against me, the most serious of which being that I sexually assaulted a former friend and ex-partner of mine named Orion in Orlando, Florida on February 18, 2018. This clip is of Orion describing the same day the assault allegedly took place in a video 4.5 years ago, where he has a very different account of how he felt about that day.
It was fun, and I distinctly remember him getting out of my car, but stopping midway and saying, "Just remember, I really care about you," and then closing the door, which made me feel really good.
Throughout the entire video,
Wow.
that clip is taken from a testimony given much closer to when the assault allegedly took place. The topic of sexual or romantic activity between me and Orion is not mentioned a single time.
White would then go on to describe what actually happened between the two, and shockingly, the abuse may have occurred the other way around. White and Orion were in a shopping center when White saw a plushie he wanted to buy for himself.
In response, Orion said something to the effect of, "Okay, I'll let you buy it if you give me a kiss later." This was a weirdly identical mirror
If you pay for snacks, I'll smooch you. You don't want to know. You don't want that now, do you?
to a similar situation that happened over text the day before. Later that day, though, Orion and I are in the driver's seat and passenger seat of his car, respectively, when the topic of the kiss comes up again. Despite my hesitance, I did kiss Orion once. That's it. That's all we ever did. Immediately after, I was feeling weird about it. I wasn't exactly enthusiastic about the event in the first place, and I didn't want to go any further with it, so we didn't. Not only did I never have sex with him, I have never had sex with anyone. Even as of recording this video, I am still a virgin.
After that,
Wow. Damn. Damn. Well, I don't know. I don't get it. Like, shit like that can really destroy a person. I don't give a fuck how much you don't dislike a person, but falsely accusing them of something like that is so insane, bro.
that massive revelation, White would finally address Orion's claims of intentional dead naming.
But in every message I've sent to Orion on Discord, Skype, through text or Twitter that I can still get my hands on, all of which you can look through yourself, you will not find a single instance of me A, ever misgendering Orion at any point, or B, referring to him by a name other than Orion.
But even after clearing his name beyond a shadow of a doubt, the situation would still be really hard on White.
My abuser has managed to make a permanent mark on me in a way he's only gotten to do in private before, but now gets to share with the public.
In the end, Orion would only be on the receiving end of public hate for a week before deleting his account. White himself would take a 5-month break from his channel, but fortunately returned, unlike Slazo, who was forced to abandon his channel entirely. On June 10th, 2019, the commentary YouTuber's ex-girlfriend, Shy, would accuse him of being controlling and verbally and sexually abusive, shocking fans of the YouTuber's awkward but humorous on-screen persona. Shy's post would paint Slazo as an sexually demanding boyfriend who would become aggressive anytime she tried to refuse him and treat her as nothing more than an S object. With this, the Slazo hate began to pour in. Slazo is a piece of ish. Slazo is a big old grapist who has nothing to say for himself. There would be no response from Slazo except claiming that there was a lot more to the situation and that some of Shy's statements were straight up false. This prompted Shy to double down, posting another twit longer just 2 days later where she would point out that Slazo did not deny his actions or the claims. 18 days after the accusations first came out, Slazo revealed his side of the story.
Trey says that I got touchy-feely in a park and I was making unwanted advances while she was crying and asking me to stop. This makes me sound like a monster, and if it did happen, I would be a monster. But this isn't how it happened. What did happen was this was a very awkward but mutual situation, where she describes I moved her hands to touch me. She did that of her own volition, and she even mentions this in Discord messages from after we met up in person.
Was that good? That when I felt you a little? Oh, wow.
Addressing Shy's claim that he touched her on her first date despite her discomfort, Slazo said,
We went into the cinema, we had our first kiss, our teeth hit each other's, neither of us knew what we were doing, and I was willing to call it quits there, when she pulls my hand down and says to touch her, which is a pretty long way from how she portrays it in her version of the story. In fact, she was actually the one who brought up the entire idea.
I probably won't be there long enough this week, but maybe we can have some fun in the cinema. Son too. I can't wait to see you. It's gonna be so amazing. Wow.
Idea of doing anything in the cinema. She also mentions later in the post that she's never been in a relationship before. This isn't the impression that I was under. I was under the impression from these screenshots here that she's
Whoa, my exes. Wait.
had at least 2 boyfriends and 1 girlfriend before we ever met.
Yeah, I'd be ex-girlfriend or just friend? Ex-girlfriend. My assignment just chatting to my ex randomly texting me. I'm a little weirded out. What do y'all be lying for?
So I'm not sure why she would say this.
Shortly after, Shy would be revealed to be part of a conspiracy to remove Slazzle from the commentary community, a mission she unfortunately...
Wait, what? I reckon we need to try to get it out soon. Want to make sure that he can't continue. Whatever makes that happen, I support. Wow.
Part of a conspiracy to remove Slazzle from the commentary community, a mission she unfortunately ultimately succeeded in when the YouTuber abandoned his channel on December 17th, 2020. However, as tragic as Slazzle's situation is, it's not the worst out of all people on this list. On December 1st, 2020, YouTube commentator Turkey Tom would post a video accusing fellow commentator Pyrocynical of knowingly a 15-year-old. These accusations came a month after Twitter user Ivory Rasmus alleged that 19-year-old Pyrocynical used to exchange NSFW messages with him back when he was 15. But with Pyrocynical's popularity and down-to-earth nature, many of his fans immediately assumed these allegations to be false. It wouldn't be until Turkey Tom's video that public opinion towards Pyrocynical would begin to rapidly decline. Man, Pyrocynical almost certainly being a at this point is so effing disappointing, forcing him to address the situation on camera 18 days later.
Let me be very clear. I had absolutely no idea that he was 15. Ivory himself did not disclose to me directly that he was 15. And the evidence itself supports this too. He didn't include his age in his bio until he was 16, but I was not on Twitter between the 28th of December 2016 until the 29th of June 2017, as I was suspended. That I'm some kind of predator and was aware of his age all along. This is categorically untrue and a complete lie.
He slept with a 15-year-old? I don't think he slept with them. I think they were just talking freaky, if that makes sense. Because it said grooming. It didn't say the whole act.
Would then strengthen his case by explaining the true nature of his relationship with Ivory Rasmus.
We had some weird fantasy roleplay, but there was no sexual interest. There were no nudes exchanged. His name, his appearance, it wasn't important to me. I didn't even know what he looked like at this point. Ivory himself even struggles to explain how what I did was grooming.
How were you?
I don't know. I was in a call with my friend when I typed it out, and I remember I typed that and asked is that okay?
Despite Pyro's entire video being the literal definition of I've won, but at what cost, the YouTuber moved on from the incident fairly quickly, unlike George Not Found, who never really recovered from his horrific accusations. On March 9th,
I remember this
Twitch
one.
streamer Katybugs would accuse an unnamed big content creator of sexually assaulting her.
Last year, at the beginning of summer,
I remember this.
I was assaulted by a significantly older and popular content creator. I was freshly 18 and had just graduated high school. We were at a house party when we decided to leave. It was me, my best friend, and her other friend.
This is what gets me is when you falsely accuse someone, it makes it so much harder for people. Niggas always say that, but it really makes it harder for people that were actually accused and something that was actually done to them to be fucking believed.
Friend. This other friend was romantically talking to a really big creator at the time. He was also the best friend of my soon-to-be assaulter, and we were encouraged to drink some more as they offered the bottles to us. They said they would join us in drinking and insisted on drinking games, and, already drunk, I obviously complied. Out of nowhere, I felt him slip his hand under my clothes, sitting next to me on the couch in front of everyone. He disguised it with a simple, "Are you ticklish?" I coughed out a no. I stayed there for a while, hoping my stillness could make me disappear. I eventually had to stand up after many minutes for it to stop.
This content creator would turn out to be George Not Found, who would post a tweet acknowledging these allegations the same day.
I'll be doing a very serious stream later today. This post is just to make that clear. I'm gathering all the information and evidence to share. I've never and would never break someone's sexual boundaries or assault anyone.
Prompting many heated hate comments. George Not Found is a dirty effing creep. I wish I could take these things into my own hands. But just 2 days later, George Not Found would upload a video explaining how things really went down.
The first night that I actually met Katie, I was with Dream in his hotel room, and Dream was in a group chat with 5 other people. These 5 people included Katie Bugs, her best friend, and 3 other of her friends. They had already been drinking at this party before they arrived to the hotel room, and they had also been the ones that were asking to play the drinking games. We had previously been cuddling on this couch for around an hour, but I did place my hand on her waist under her shirt. Anytime that I did this, it was met with her either smiling, laughing, play fighting with me, and there was no reason for me to believe that she was uncomfortable with it.
In response, Katie would share a message allegedly sent by one of George's friends who was uncomfortable with the situation. Faced with this new information, George would make another video addressing the situation a few days later.
I'm on the phone with a friend who was there. There's a text that claimed to be from you.
There is a text that is claimed to be from you.
Yeah, I didn't send that text.
By now, Katie's story was already losing credibility, and her next response would cement that.
He stuck his hand up my shirt, under my bra, and felt up, fondled, whatever you want to say. He felt up my tits.
It wouldn't make sense to leave out such a crucial detail in her initial accusation, and the internet did not miss that. Seeing that her cancellation of George Not Found was not working, Katie would delete all her accusations and vanish from the internet. But George's career still suffered, losing subscribers and even a Mr. Beast collaboration, much like M2K, who would forever be haunted by the aftermath of his awful accusations.
Nigga said little old melons. That is crazy. That is crazy.
In July 2020, Super Smash Bros. Player Next Ready would accuse fellow player and YouTuber M2K of sexually assaulting another player in her sleep. This would be a massive surprise, as M2K is well respected in the Super Smash Bros. Community for his straightforward and honest nature.
I basically go through life like this, just doing what I need to, trying to be morally good.
But Next Ready's tweet would accuse him of pleasuring himself and finishing on a sleeping female gamer named Rena-chan. Accused of such a vile act, it wouldn't take long for the M2K hate wave to take shape. M2K legit got away with so much heinous ish in the community because people loved how quirky and neurodivergent every single one of his actions was. However, on July 4th, 2020, the YouTuber would address the allegations.
There's a screenshot on Twitter that's a story that never happened regarding me orgasming on Rena-chan, and that is a complete lie. Not only did that not happen, I can't even make that happen. Or the amount of difficulty it takes is so much more than you could imagine. Pretty much like my biggest secret that I just don't like revealing, but I feel like I just have to get out of the way. I was circumcised very, very badly as an infant, to the point that it's pretty much impossible.
Damn.
Pretty much impossible, or extremely, and I mean extremely, difficult to feel pleasure, orgasm, or any of that stuff. And that relates.
I know, Jason. Take your time. It's okay. Take your time. It's fine.
Now facing
Damn.
a ton of backlash for his actions, Next Ready.
Damn. See, that's so fucked up. Now he has to explain and put that information out in the world because people want to lie. Nigga really can't get his rocks off ever because he's fucking damn near numb down there. And he wouldn't have probably ever told anybody but his partner that, but now he has to tell the fucking world because niggas is falsely accusing him.
Ready would apologize for not verifying the
I apologize to whoever took these allegations serious and got called out for it. I really am.
accusations before going public with them and delete his original tweet. With that, M2K's innocence would be proven beyond doubt, but it was still a bittersweet victory as the player was forced to reveal an embarrassing secret.
Damn. Damn. That's so fucked, man. That's so fucked. That's so fucked. Shout out to him, man. People are terrible. Hey, shout out to this creator, man. Great video. Like the video, subscribe, turn on notifications. Hey, subscribe for real. Trying to hit 100K. Simple.